Hey everybody, my name is ManLee92 and we're here playing a game of Domination on Nuketown. Yep, this is my second gameplay commentary, so again, I think I'm getting more used to how things work, but still, I might be having some trouble, so feel free to leave me some helpful tips in the comment section if you want to, but I try to be nice, I'm new to this, but so yeah, I am recording this in theater mode because I played the game and didn't think I would be doing that good, but turns out I had a decent game, so I recorded it later on. For some reason, theater mode does not like to spectate me right off the bat, even though I am the star of the show. No, I'm kidding. But, yeah, so my setup here is AK-47 with, not the 7.4U, 47, which is actually a really good gun. I like it a lot. And it has a red dot sight. Well, it's actually a yellow dot because I changed it. But anyway, my perk setup is Scavenger Pro. That's my second perk. I don't even remember what it is. I'll probably find out soon, but my third perk is Hacker, and if I'm working towards the Pro, I actually have it now, because this is a little bit of an older gameplay, but Hacker Pro is incredible. But anyway, I'll talk about that later. So, I think I'd have a formal intro, since I didn't really do one last time, but yes, so my real name is Lee. I think that's where I got ManLee92 from, but I am 18 years old, as you probably saw on my YouTube channel if you bothered to check it out, which I would greatly appreciate it if you did. But I live in Southern Ontario, Canada, so yeah, I am from Canada, so don't hate on me a lot, but I love Canada, it's a great country. But anyway, we're here to talk about Call of Duty, not politics, so. But so I think I'll say what the goals of my channel are. Well, we'll start off with what I'm not trying to do. I'm not trying to show off that I'm like the best gamer ever, because I'm definitely not. And I'm not going to tell you how to play the game. I might give you some helpful hints now and then that might improve your game, but I'm not going to be like, this is the way you must play, because if you don't, you will be terrible, because I don't really know how to kind of flying by the seat of my pants every time I play the game. But I'm also not here to cause controversy. Like start flame wars between systems and complain about something, and I'm here to just have fun. But I'm also not here to bitch about the game. Although there's not really much to bitch about with this game. I love it, but there will be some problems that arise, and I'm not gonna come here and say I'm never gonna play this game again, blah blah blah. I might have an occasional rant about something, but it won't be it'll be purely saying my opinion and thoughts about what that is, not boycotting and yelling and screaming and throwing a little hissy fit like a 10-year-old. But so what I am trying to do is I am trying to have fun. We played video games when we were little to have fun, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm also trying to make you laugh, cry, think, do whatever. As long as you get something out of my commentary, I will feel I did my job. But I want to show you what I do in the video games, what I do, and how I like to play. So I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but hey, that's how I play. So now that's done, I want to say this is the very first time I use a chopper gunner. It's also the very first time I had the chopper gunner on. I bought it right before this match and said, you know what, let's toss it up. So that's why I didn't think I would have a good gameplay, because I had a higher kill streak. So I figured, hey, I wouldn't be doing too good, but I did get it. So if you see me pulling some new mistakes here, it's because this is my very first time using it. So I'm just like, I'm just basically raining down death. This is kind of cool. But so basically how I got to my kill streaks, if you were watching, I also do it continually again, even though this is the only time I get all my kill streaks, but it's a very good tactic to use, especially on this map, but any map in general. Once you get your kill streak, or once you feel uncomfortable in the area where you are, like I was hiding behind that little dresser and the chair or whatever it was, and then you see when I get my UAV and my napalm, I fall back to the garage. See, if you're in a position where if you find a spot that's good, especially on Nuketown, it's pretty much all you can do is just camp it up. But so I just retreat back, and then call in your stuff, regain your composure, and just say, alright, where is everybody, where should I be going? And then you can either move out to a different spot, or flank, or do whatever, right? That's how I play. So, it's a works for me, as you can see. I did get my chopper gunner. Probably could have got it again, but I do get knifed a lot in this, and I play on tactical layout, so I never knife, but that's another story. But so also, I'm going to talk about pros and cons of Black Ops at this point. You know, we're like approaching 2.5 weeks into its life cycle, but so first of all, the pros. The game is much more balanced in general over the previous game that will not be mentioned. But you know, it's just like it really truly is a counter for everything, and you really can't be like, you really can't complain about something because I could just go, oh, do this, and then, but so also, what was I going to say? Oh, there are more original components than the game that shall not be named. But you know, like the wager matches. I love the wager matches. Oh, I can't get enough of them. But also the interactive maps, like oh, what is it? Radiation. Even though I despise that map, it is kind of cool how they have the opening doors and launch the rocket and all that other stuff. But yeah. So also, what else is here? Customization of guns and the character. You know, your first tier perk chooses what you look like. I think that's kind of cool. I think it would have been cool if they put it in where, like, if you were in the tactical mask, you would have a mask on. It only makes sense. But I looked through that and I was like, if they were going to do that with every perk, it would be kind of difficult for some. But, you know, so they can really do it for everything. But, so, yeah, that's pretty, like, it's just a little rundown. The game in general, I would give it probably like a 9 out of 10 on my fictional rating scale that means nothing to you. But, because there are a little bit of problems, and I can foresee problems in the future. But that's, again, talking about that later. But, some cons of the game, the knifing system, I feel it's like, it's a little bit of like Commando Rehab, you know, it's in between, in between what the regular knife was in the game that shall not be named and where Commando was. So it's like somewhere of the 75% of that range, if you even understand what I'm talking about, because I kind of don't. But, so like, there is a bit of a lunge. I think it would be better if there was no lunge at all, just a straight up knife. It would be a lot better because then, I don't know, it's just a lot more gun, like, focused. But, also, I was a little disappointed that there wasn't really not as much gore as I wanted. Like, if you play World of War, there was, like, body parts flying everywhere and people burning. Like, I wanted that. Like, when the napalm strikes down, I wanted people, like, screaming in pain and looking like zombies, right? Because this is a mature-rated game, so... And it's not my fault if you're angry that you're 10-year-old because you bought him the game that you didn't like that there was that much gore. But that's another debate, which I will be covering in a future commentary. Ignorant parents. But anyway, another con is the loss of the ragdoll physics. I don't know if it was in World of War or if it was Call of Duty 3 that had it, but the ragdoll physics, I don't know what it is. I just love just seeing, oh yeah, you get hit by something and the body rolls through the air. I don't know, I just love that. But, also, some aspects of the game are never or rarely utilized. Like, I'm trying to think, well, there will be some guns that people will never use because you could just skip that gun, right? So, oh, what else is another thing? There's some perks that won't be used because, like, well, Tactical Mask Pro, it's almost impossible to get to use because basically you're gonna need to spend 6,000 COD points on the Nova Gas, the concussion, and the stun, right? And then you need to use those to get the 20 kills each with them. So that's quite a bit of time. But and I don't know if anybody would be willing to do that because usually when you think, okay, I like the Flash, I'll stick with that. But yeah, so also I find it's more hardcore than the game that shall not be named. I should just name it, it'd be a lot easier, but I don't know, I'm sticking to my principles. So, like, the pro perks are a lot more difficult, or more time-consuming, or more restrictive than Modern Warfare 2. Oh, I just said it. I broke my streak. Damn it! But like, you know, like I said with the Tactical Mask Pro, or even Marathon Pro, you need to play Capture the Flag. Like, you have to play that. Or even Ninja Pro, you have to play a bomb game. But, leave me alone, Wiltshire. But, so, like, Also, there's like in the other one, it was just run this time, but no, now you have to do that plus 2 other things. So I don't know. It's more like it requires more of a commitment, and that someone who's just a casual player might not get into that. But yeah. So trouble ahead. Some things I can see like a problem with the game are care package spam with Hardline Pro. You know, people can just call in a sentry gun and get different things. And how I didn't see that Claymore with Hacker, I have no idea. I'm kind of not using the perk properly. But anyway, yeah, so you can just call in 3 care packages of like what should be a sentry gun or a SAM turret and change it to like a chopper gunner. Although Hardline Pro is a little bit difficult to get, so although you won't be seeing like these casual players using it. But yeah, so the game's wrapping up here. I didn't really get through what all I wanted to talk about, but anyway, let's save that for another time. So I ended 45-17. Moose stole my thunder. But, you know, I found it was a good game. It could have been a better KD, but it's alright for me. So, thank you for watching. I would love it if you comment, rate, and subscribe to my channel. But, I'm not going to twist your arm, but I would be grateful. It would be really great if you could. So, thanks again for returning to watch my commentary. There will be more. And I'll see you next time.